Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Now here's Suggs. Banchero surveys. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
To the paint. It's stolen by Oubre. To the middle. And stolen by Suggs. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. Bain, the pass to Wagner. The 3 from Suggs. Paul George pulls down the board. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorers, Paul George has to be on that list, Richard.
When I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer.
Suggs outside. Pass to Carter. Now here's Wagner. The 3 from Suggs. Orlando again missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Maxey. Outside Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Embiid. Uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
You could really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Checked in for Orlando. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Grimes is checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Black passes to Wagner. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Bain. The rebound by Maxey. Philadelphia leading by 7. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Orlando's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Pass to Black. Oubre against Bain. Looking to win the run. Good work defensively by Oubre.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And here's George. Embiid, a screen on Wagner. George for three. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Bain, the pass to Banchero. Black outside. Let's go with a three. Gets the three to fall.
And this is why Banchero's teammates enjoy playing with him. Paolo is unselfish and willing to kick it out.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Orlando making some changes. Batase's checked in for Carter. De Silva comes in for Banchero. Philadelphia also making some changes. Barlow comes in for Oubre. And McCain subbed in for Maxey. Embiid with it. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Here's McCain. Philadelphia with another miss.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Bain. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Getting aggressive through the defense. Bain has to fight for this one.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bain is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bain is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Isaac, he's checked in for Wagner. The free throw drops for Bain.
Really knocks it down from the line. Bain almost automatic.
Pass to George. The three. Rebound by the Magic. Their last encounter in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the Sixers.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
Here's George. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. 3 seconds left, and he lays it up and in. George has got 5 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia on top, leading by a point. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Anthony Black out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Goga Batadze. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's De Silva in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Barlow following the three-point basket by Orlando. George outside. De Silva with the rebound. Orlando leading. Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contributing. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
Outside McCain. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. De Silva with the rebound. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Isaac. Outside Bain. "20 feet out. And no good, trying to use the glass. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. Cash money from 16 feet away. George has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Black. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers. Edgecombe comes in for McCain. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Bain. Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. Outside Bain. The shot from 20 feet out. And he nails the jumper. Bain's got 5. All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Really, their whole team. But Shai, he's just special to watch. And he continues to cast away. But the results just haven't been there tonight.
Pass to Suggs. Back to Bain. Now here's Batadze. Up top, Bain. Covered by Grimes. The 3 from Suggs. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Wagner outside. Pass to De Silva. The 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The Sixers trailing. Now here's Grimes. Here's Barlow. Here's Edgecombe. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington.
And in addition to putting up points, he terrorized ball handlers, racking up a ton of steals.
You know, a mix of power and agility helps Suggs beat the interior coverage.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Carter comes in for Batase, and Banchero's subbed in for De Silva. Philadelphia also making some changes. Oubre, he's checked in for Barlow, and it's Tyrese Maxey in for Grimes. Now here's Oubre. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Edgecombe. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. From downtown, that's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Suggs has got 5 points.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Carter. A 20-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Maxey with it. He's covered by Suggs. To the inside. Embiid doing his thing inside.
The perfect roller. Joel Embiid can pop out and shoot, cut, make the extra passes, really anything in that set.
Now Bane. He had 9 points in his last time out. Puts up a 3. That shot off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Magic up 1. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Taking a look here now at the Magic. This hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
And let's circle back now to that first half. The Sixers find themselves in a tense one.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws. Almost, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Anthony Black with a strong contribution so far on this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. and then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Orlando leading. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. And it's George in at the three. Well, the 76ers shooting around 44%. Not bad. Pass to Maxey. And here's Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. For the lead. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
He used to catch defenders off guard with his range, but now everyone knows that Bane is a marksman.
Maxey passes to Oubre. George outside. Embiid inside. Carter's there. Embiid, good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Suggs. He's got 5. That shot wide open. He's got 11.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Back to Maxey. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Orlando leading by 3. Outside Bane. They set a pick. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Brian?
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Maxey. His scoring sits at around 31 a game, an impressive number. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Checked in for Suggs. Grimes, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And here's Grimes. Still no points. Shot clock at 5. And another miss by Philadelphia. Wagner outside. Outside Page.
2 minutes.
Banchero the screen. Payne, no good. 76ers trail by 3. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
Banchero drained it for 2 points. Banchero's gotten his first basket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Inside. That's good from Embiid on the assist by Maxey. And that's 12 points for Joel Embiid.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Black passes to Banchero. From deep. It's hauled in by Oubre. 76ers trail by 3. Outside Grimes. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Maxey missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Banchero. Now Carter. He's covered by Oubre. The 3 from Bane. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Chalk up 2 there. And it's now just a 1-point Magic lead.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Bane with it. Launches it. That one doesn't drop. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Orlando ahead. They're up by 1. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Jalen Suggs. He's out there with Anthony Black. Goga Bitadze is out there with Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Outside Grimes. Embiid, a screen on Wagner. And that misses. That would have put him up. Orlando leading. Pass to Suggs. Wagner outside. And here's Bitadze. Embiid covers. And Bitadze gets it to go.
The fundamentals Wagner possesses are really impressive. Fran's such a skilled and willing passer at his position. And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
76ers trail by 3. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Magic making a switch here. Carter's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Oubre, he's checked in for McCain. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The Sixers with another miss. Magic leading by 3. Wagner looking it over. Pass to Suggs. 3-pointer. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Now Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. To tie it up. That's off.
and he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Here's Wagner. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. 76ers trail by 3. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
It's money from deep.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So for the Magic, Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for De Silva, and it's Bane in for Black. Philadelphia also making some changes. George comes in for Barlow, and it's Maxey in for Grimes. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Oubre comes to help. Suggs fires! Oh, the long ball, no good! Philadelphia has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Outside Maxey, here's Embiid. To take the lead. Carter rips down the board. Orlando's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. It's stolen by Oubre. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. George. Bucket!
Huge bucket by George there. He lives for these moments.
Orlando trailing here. Banchero outside. Now Carter.
I love going to Carter Jr. there. With his size, Wendell is a great bet to get a solid look in a big spot.
The 76ers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Maxey! Shot's no good.
Okay, getting a little creative with the crossover. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize.
And Oubre comes to help. Here's Banchero. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Now here's Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid just terrorizes defenses on the inside. Good luck guarding the big fellas.
At the line for the 76ers, Joel Embiid, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both good from the line that time.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Bane! Yes, sir, with the 3.
This team trusts Bane, and he comes through.
This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Count it!
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, Jalen Suggs.
Shooting 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Maxey surveys. Money from 3!
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Now Banchero. From deep. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers.
Oh my, turning it over at such a critical point in the game. You know he feels awful.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So a close game sees Philadelphia taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.